All right, so I think we will cover the question that Noor asked. The resident is not showing up. Okay. Noor mentioned that she got this question. Noor, can you please say your question again? Maybe we can look to address it.
Sure, Dr. Khan. So I was asked this question that you are an intern and your co-resident who is also an intern, they have been turning up really late for the past 1 week. They haven't been seeing their patients for the morning rounds. They haven't been presenting their patients, and you have had to maybe see some of their patients. So what are you going to do about it, and how are you going to approach it? What are you going to do about the resident as well as his or her patients?
Okay, great. And do you mind giving a quick answer how you approach this?
Yes, sure. So I told them that first of all, I would talk to the resident and make sure that they're all right, because sometimes you're facing some problems in life, and maybe that resident they are not sharing their problem with you or with anyone else. So first of all, I would make sure that the resident is not facing some kind of problem. Um, and as far as the patients are concerned, I told them that I would try to see as many of their patients as possible before the morning rounds without compromising on patient care, because there is a limit up to which I can limit to the number of patients that I can see in a day. So if I feel that there are a lot of patients and I can't see all of them before the morning round, I would inform my attending and I would ask for help. um, and then I would talk to the resident as well. And if I do not see a valid reason for them being late every single day and not seeing their patients, and if that it has been going on for a week, I would then talk to my chief resident about it, and also talk to my attending to maybe do something about it, because it's not fair for me to see all of these extra patients every single day for no reason. So that was the answer that I gave them.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's the right approach. Just to share with you, and I think I've shared this before, during my residency, when I was a PGY3, when I was a senior resident, and you have to be ready by 7, 8 in the morning for the morning rounds. You need to see all the patients. You have two interns, and we had 2 or 3 interns and 2 PGY2s, second year residents. And what ended up happening was that one resident, she would always come late, one PGY2 resident. She would always come late, and she would not help out with the interns, any issue they're having, or get all the charts ready, or get the computer ready, or things set up for the attending for the morning rounds. So because that was part of her job to be more of the coordinator as well. So she would come late, come quickly at the back and look at her patients, and that's it. Come out and not really help out with the team. So twice I mentioned to her, hey, I think you should be ready for the rounds, and we have these duties to do as well. She was still not able to comply. And then I definitely had to reach out to my chief resident, and they then had a discussion with her, and everything turned out okay. We had so yeah, so you have to sometimes, these things come up, these things happen, and that's why they're asking these questions, right? So these things come up, and that's why they're asking these questions. So definitely, let me give you another. So yeah, definitely, that's a good question, and I know things like things can happen where a resident is coming in late, and I've actually had this experience before when I was a medical student, where we noticed that one of the residents was coming in late, and that was not appropriate, and they were not ready for the morning rounds, perhaps. And what happened at that what happened then, and I would probably look to follow the same approach, would be that the senior resident actually talked to that individual, and they asked if there's any issues that they can help out with, or if this was a one-off thing, please be on time and please be punctual, and if there's anything we can help out with, please let us know. However, that resident continued to and maintained being late. Subsequently, we found out that the resident actually went and talked with the chief resident, and the matter was handled amicably. And yeah, that's how that was handled. And I do believe that if such a situation does arise, we will look to follow the same approach. just to make sure that patient care and patient care is satisfied, and that the team is working as a well-oiled machine, and our attending is always also happy with the performance of our team. Yes. So if anybody's late, we will follow a stepwise approach. Thanks for this question. Okay. All right. So